What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 5 of the Moviegoers Live Show, where I get to invite a guest on for stream and get to ask them questions, and also we take your guys' comments and questions along the way as well. Tonight's going to be a fun one. I brought on a good friend of mine, also a good friend of the channel. Awesome content creator, does some great videos, does some awesome live streams as well, and I've had her on a couple times on my channel. So please help me welcome back to the channel my good friend, Tracy, aka Nerdy Film Girl. How's it going,
Hello.
Tracy? Happy to see you here.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me on again, Luke. I love your channel so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I left a link down in the description below that goes to her channel. So please go subscribe to her channel and go give her some love. She really deserves it. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button for me as well and tap on that bell and hit that thumbs up as well. So, but how's your day been today?
Good. Today was more of like a running errands and things like that type of day. So been kind of chill. I was off. So it was kind of just one of those getting everything done type of thing. So yeah. I mean, how about you?
It's actually been a little bit more interesting than I thought because this morning wasn't really doing anything, and then I had to run down to my grandparents' house to bring them ham for Easter because Easter is actually next week.
Yes.
So
that's so nice of you.
So we stayed there. Yep. Well, me and my brother had to go down. So, and then so we stayed there for a while. We had lunch with them, and then we got to play a game with them for a little while, and then we had to run back home. Well, also we had to run back to town to get my dog some dog food, so because he was out.
Oh.
Yeah. But
is your dog doing okay now?
Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, he's not. I mean, I wasn't meaning like. I mean, it was just low on dog food. He wasn't like completely out, is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. I think I missed the term. Word food. So I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
It's all right. It's okay. No worries. Like. So let's hit these comments here really quick, and then we'll start with my first question. Fans with something in here, of course. How's it going, Eddie? I'm assuming it's Eddie. How are you guys doing?
Yes. Hi, guys.
The View with Drew says, "Hey everyone, what's up? What's up, Drew?"
Hi, Drew.
Jared, what's up, Jared? Happy to see you here, buddy.
Hey, Jared.
Whoop. We got Daniel in here. How's it going, Daniel?
Daniel, hi.
So it says, "Let's go. It's going to be a fun stream." Of course. Let's see. And your cult boyfriend is in here. So
yes, he's great.
How you doing? Yep. All right. So here we go. So first question of the night. Okay, so I just wrote all these questions down. So, so if you could see 3 movies early, what would they be? Like 3 upcoming movies early.
Okay, so that would absolutely be The Flash. I'm really excited for that. Okay. I'm not going to waste this answer on Mario because it's coming out like next weekend. So I would say, man, this brings me back to the stream you and I did of the most anticipated movies of next year.
That's right.
Yeah. Scorsese's coming out with a film, so that would probably be up there.
All right.
Even though I'm blanking out on what it's called.
I think I should know. I think it was called Killers of the Flower Moon, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. I didn't know exactly because I was like, wait, which one is it?
No, thank you. Yeah. And then the third would be the new Ari Aster film.
Beau is Afraid?
Yeah, Beau is Afraid. Yeah. Why
nice.
am I blanking out on all the titles today?
That's why I got you covered. So
yes.
But let's see. I mean, I know it's coming out next week, but I wish I got to be able to see Mario early because I'm so freaking excited for that movie. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, the trailers have done everything correctly. Like, they haven't like given away like the biggest thing like about the film yet. Like the biggest like surprises that we're supposed to see.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's funny that you asked me that because I actually did see a movie last night that's coming out this year. That's like because I went to one of those like test screenings. I'm just not allowed to say what movie I saw. But
Gotcha.
it was a crazy. I've never done one before, and we got invited, and like at the end, they give you like a little. All of a sudden they're like, "There's a plastic bag under your chair with a digital device, and it's going to ask you a bunch of questions about the movie." And so it was interesting, and like you could tell, like the movie is definitely not done yet. And again, I'm not saying what it is at all, but I can tell they kind of want it to be like an Oscar contender. I can tell, and the CGI definitely wasn't done, which was weird. And like scenes you would never think of that are done in a green screen were, and I was like so surprised to see that. Like a lot of car scenes, or like even a scene in a house, and like maybe it was a reshoot and they didn't like have the location again, so you can see like the kind of outline around them, and it's just supposed to be in the same house they've been in this whole time, and we're like, that's a green screen shot. It was like very interesting to see. So
yeah, green screen stuff honestly can be a little bit confusing for me, like depending on like where you're wanting to take the green screen. Because I mean, like with green screen and stuff like the Marvel stuff, I mean, you obviously got to have green screen for a lot of it because there's a lot of stuff like the quantum realm. Like you can't, like there's no way you can even like find a place like the quantum realm. It has to be like a living green screen.
yeah, and a lot of it's just like you would like once the movie's finally finished, like you'll never know it was in front of a green screen. Like that's how crazy it is. Like, this didn't happen to our showing, but they told us as an example, like, someone could be looking at a cell phone and it has like a blank screen, but it's going to be later digitally, filled in with what they're supposed to be looking at, stuff like that. So it's interesting.
That makes sense, yeah. Because I mean, there are some films where it's like, even if they do it green screen, like they can still do it pretty well. Like if they don't make it that noticeable, but like there are just some films that you just look at, like you look at the background and it's like that is so green screen.
Yeah.
Like oh yeah, this is so easy. Like Jeepers Creepers Reborn, like the entire movie, anytime they're outside, it's completely green screen.
Oh no.
Like and even like with inside like a mansion or anything like that, it's completely green screen.
It's all about the lighting for a green screen, like you can totally make it look like it's not a green screen. But so much of that has to do with how the shot's lit.
Yes, thank you. The lighting, because that's a thing. That's one of my my pet peeves sometimes with movies is how they're lit. Because what's a good example? Like if they're lit in like too brightly, like Scream 4, that can kind of blind myself a little bit because it's like so bright outside in Woodsboro.
Yeah.
Or you look at something like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, where you can barely even see any of the kills.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, look, if you're gonna make something crazy like that, you got like for one, you got to have the budget, and also you got to have the lighting for it.
Oh yeah, and so many nighttime shots are actually shot during the day, and then in post they make it look like it's nighttime because it's so hard to shoot at night, So
that's why you got to have the lights. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I don't even know why I keep bringing that movie up. That movie just depresses me.
Yeah, I think I might skip
so
that one.
Terrible. Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Because like even like with any gore that you can see in the film, it's completely CGI blood. Like there's no practical effects or anything like that, which is disappointing.
It's not. No, that doesn't sound good to me.
Nope. Exactly, no. Because it like, and plus a lot of the kills is everything you've seen in slasher movies. Like everything, like being strangled or throat slits or anything like that. You've seen it all before.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe a kill with a car would be mildly unique, but at the same time, it's not.
I thought about this recently, actually, about that movie, because a lot of people, and I, including me, don't like the way the masks look. And I feel like it would have been creepier if they made them just like little, like actual, like Christopher Robin's toys, like, and do like almost like a Chucky or something. And they like came back and then,
something like Christopher Robin, like the movie Christopher Robin, where they had them as like little plushies.
Right, make them just like screwed up in the head though, and on a
and then like have like some scars on them, some blood, some grime.
Yeah, because little things running around about trying to kill you, like that's scary. So to me, at least.
One also the same. I mean, well, if you look at something like Megan, it's pretty hilarious. Like getting to see a doll just walking around killing people.
I am so excited. They did release the R-rated version. So I'm going to watch it because I hadn't seen Megan yet. And I was really hoping that they would do an R-rated version. So I'm going to watch it soon.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't quite say like it's a big improvement over the theatrical cut, but I mean, it's like, because I didn't like watch it like from start to finish of like the unrated version. I looked it up on YouTube what it looked like, and I was like, okay, now I see why. I mean, it's the exact same movie, but just some different stuff added into it.
Oh, right. And you're right.
So,
It's unrated, not R-rated, but
yeah.
yeah.
No worries again. It's fine. But where is it? I have it right here. God bless America. I'm dropping shit already. But I did pick it up.
That's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Because I saw that in theaters like a few weeks after it was released, and for most of the film, I had the theater entirely to myself, and I was like, time to relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
And then
cool.
and I think it was during the hallway scene in the third act, this family comes in and sits down right in the second row to the front, and I was like, the movie is almost over.
That happened to me with John Wick 4, actually. I was really surprised. It was like 75%, like 50 to 75% done. And the couple that was sitting on Max's side got up and left. And that theater was packed. So, and they were very rude about the way they crossed over us. Like, no, excuse me, or I'm sorry, like just bulldozing out of there. And I don't know if they got into a fight or something, but it was like so strange. Like, I made it this far. You clearly don't hate the movie, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, but at the same time, like, because I had like these few people like that were sitting like right next to me at John Wick 4, and I was like, could this get any worse? And thankfully, they weren't disruptive. So
yeah, there wasn't an available seat at my theater, and I went at like pretty early. It was a 12 o'clock show, so that just goes to show. I mean, I will say the theater I went to is like the most busiest area of New York, I would say. So, and I really just did that because I worked kind of close to there. It was like right near Times Square. I don't work in Times Square, but I work near Times Square. And so it just made sense because I didn't want to be late for work. And I've realized on Sundays, it's really easy for me to go to the theater before work. So that's what I've been trying to do.
There you go.
But it was absolutely packed. I was so happy I got the tickets the day before because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to.
My theater wasn't as packed, but I mean, it was like, there was definitely some people in there, and like you were saying, like about getting your tickets like a day early. That was the reason why I was happy about getting my tickets for Scream 6 a day early because the theater was like almost full.
Wow,
but
that's really cool.
I mean, because like when we had a few other movies out by the time, because like the line was huge, all the way from the concession stand all the way back to the bathroom. And I was like, well, good thing I ordered my ticket. I'm just gonna go get my seat.
Wow, that's really cool.
But
I love that. I love that the theaters are back. It's just so nice.
Yeah, because but I mean, like some people some people think it's like Avatar. That's one of those films that brought theaters back. Top Gun did it first.
Yeah, it was Top Gun and then Avatar. I think it was like the continuation. Like you needed another mega movie on like the opposite end of the year to really like, solidify. But even AMC said they lost like millions of dollars even with those two movies. I was like, how? I don't get it. I know. I couldn't believe it. That's why they're coming up with this tiered seating thing. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about that, and I was like, well, what's the deal with that? Because of that?
Horrible. I hate it. I don't agree with it. I don't think that, And also, I will tell you this, because I wanted to bring this up to you because we're talking about theaters and seating. So this was just by chance. It wasn't because I got there late to the screening, but it was just because there were multiple theaters doing the same screening, and our group, we were kind of like at the tail end of ours, and I had to sit at the second row in front of the screen, like right up close. They should not even let those be seats. I really can't even believe that the owners of the theaters and the producers or whatever, like, it's so like disrespectful to the audience member that's paying the same. I mean, I guess this is where I would be saying you should pay more for better seats, but I don't agree with that. They should just get rid of them. Like, you're like this the entire movie, and I just think it's horrible. I don't like it.
No, like, I mean, I kind of feel bad that your theater kind of does that though, because my theater doesn't do that. Like, because whenever I order tickets, I only get like a booking fee for like $1.
Oh, that's
So
great. Well, yeah, I mean, I mainly I like Regal anyway. So and AMC hasn't really put that into fruition just yet. But in
that makes
general, like,
sense.
just in general, like the fact that the first row and second row are so close to the screen, and sometimes theaters are so busy because it's a popular movie and everyone's excited, and like it, I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah, I feel like, because I mean, but I think it was like one time, like I got to experience a movie like up. I think it was like the front row, but it was like about, I think it was like about 10 feet away from the screen. So thankfully, it didn't have to be like just curving my neck all the way around. So to a certain degree,
Yeah.
where it's like I get out of the theater, I go to the car, and then I literally tell my mom or my dad like my neck hurts. Like, I don't want to do that because,
No, it's
but
horrible.
thankfully by that time I had the theater to myself, so I didn't have to worry about people just being like all wacky and weird and everything. But
I'm gonna be right back. I just forgot I have to unlock the door for Max. So I'll be right back because
okay,
otherwise I'll be in. Yeah, 1 second.
no worries. All right. Ugh. All right, let's see some of these comments. All right.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, he's at work, but we have like a two types of locks, and his key only can access one of them. So when I'm home, I lock both. So
Yeah, might as well.
yeah, I don't want him stranded outside.
No, definitely not.
No.
Let's see. I'm gonna hit these comments. Well, what do you know? Max is actually in here. What's up, Max?
That's awesome.
Yep. Dude who loves
Oh, hi,
movies. How's it
Cody.
going, my friend? Cody?
Cody, I just watched your live stream that you were on where you and there were 6 of you, but you were talking about the whale, and it was a really good live stream. I had that on today while I was cleaning up my apartment, and it was really great. So
Such a good movie. Like, oh my god.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice too to see, like, I don't see this often in the YouTube community, and I think it's something that people should maybe like try out too more, because it was really nice having 6 people that like I've seen their channels all discuss one film in depth, and it was like such an interesting conversation. So I loved it.
That's what I'm gonna try to do at some point. I'm trying because again, depending on time, I'm gonna try to get a panel together to discuss Mario in depth. Because
Yeah.
I really, because I mean, again, depending on how good it is, I really want to talk about that movie.
Yeah.
See how, like, well, why am I doubting it? Honestly,
I know. I'm
you're
not
looking at a
doubting
Mario fanatic right here.
it. No, I'm so
Like,
excited.
let's see, Daniel asks, have you guys seen any good new movies lately? I'm trying to remember like some of the best ones I watched recently, because I have like my list of that. What about you?
I mean, John Wick 4, obviously. The new season of Succession just started, so I've been watching that. But it's only been 1 episode, so I can't blame it on that. But because I work at night, sometimes I just want to watch like a show or something I've already seen before. I'm just gonna go to my letterbox real quick to just sort of jog my memory.
Oops.
Oh yeah, duh. Puss in Boots: Last Wish. Watched it. So good.
Yes.
Getting ready for our stream. So excited.
Yes, that's right. In a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So excited to watch that movie again.
That wolf is so scary. You were so right when you said it's the whistle that it's like adds so much.
I told you. Oh my god.
Horrifying.
That whistle does scare me. And
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you this earlier today, but what'd you think of Perrito, the dog?
Oh my god, so cute. Also, I've never seen in an animated children's film a character that's actually bleeped. Like they bleeped the curse words. I was like, oh my God, that's so smart. Like that's so funny.
That was hilarious. Like, oh my,
So good. Oh my God.
I love that movie
Great.
so much. And
Really, really
I'm
good.
glad I got to see it. Like I definitely was not going to see Avatar a second time because I didn't want to have my butt sore for another 3 hours. So that's why I saw Puss in Boots. I saw that movie twice in theaters, and I was like, "Yo, more people need to see this."
Yeah.
Like,
The animation was gorgeous too. Oh, the shots, like the cinematography.
yes, and then I go to somebody's letterbox and they say and they give it like a 1 out of 5, and then they say I don't like the cartoon animated style, and I was like, anything else?
Give me a break. I don't know.
You
I
have
loved
to.
it.
You can't just say you don't like the cartoon animated style and then just give it a 1 out of 5. You at least have to give the film some praise for it. Like at least
No.
like you can't just be like, oh, I don't like the cartoon animated style, so it sucks.
No, that's an idiot that doesn't know what they're talking about. That's like really
I mean,
ridiculous.
like what's it like? And I kind of still want you to watch this one, but something like this. This has a cartoonish animated style to it.
I really want to
So
see that. I didn't know that was out.
yeah, I think it is on Netflix now actually.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I'm sometimes I am behind with the new animated releases, but I loved the trailer for that. I'm very interested.
yeah, my best friend showed it to me when we were going to see No Way Home, and when I saw this, I was like, this looks interesting. And then when I read like what the cast list was, I was like, okay, you got me sold. I have to see this.
Okay, so you said you were talking about during No Way Home. Is there a sequel to this coming out soon?
For
The Bad Guys? That's what it's called,
I
right?
haven't heard. Yeah, it's the bad guys. I haven't heard anything about a sequel. I mean, I heard that they were going to do a holiday special soon, but I haven't
Okay.
heard anything like about a sequel.
I must have just like joined the party to this movie very late then. So I apologize
It's
because
all
No Way
right.
Home
It's
was a
all
long
right
time
because I
ago.
mean, but I definitely would love to see a sequel to this. But yeah, once again, like the cast, like once I read the cast list, I was like, they got this good of a cast. I have to see this
Yeah.
because let's see, because they had Sam Rockwell like as the wolf. Like that was the one thing that I was like sold.
Yeah. I love him.
So, and let's see, we also had Craig Robinson as the shark.
Oh my
Perfect
God.
casting.
Yeah.
Aquafina as Miss Tarantula.
Oh, she does.
So good.
I think she has such a great voice for voice work.
Yes. So, and then let's see, what else do we have? Anthony Ramos as Mr. Piranha from In the Heights.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Anthony. Yeah, and also in the upcoming Transformers: Rise of the Beast. But
Yeah, no, I really like him.
yeah, great actor. And Mark Maron also. I think he's a stand-up comedian. If I
Mm-hmm.
remember right. Mark
Yeah,
Maron. Yeah,
you're
he played
right.
as the Snake.
Oh my God.
Great
Love that.
cast. Like
So fun.
yeah, and yeah. So like and I was really excited, and I was so excited for it that I literally had to like call up my best friend and be like, "Dude, we got to go check this out. Like, you show me the trailer, let's go see it." And yeah, it was really good.
I'll put it on my list.
Yep. And Cody,
Yes.
speaking facts right here, smash that like button.
Yes. And if anyone in the chat is not subscribe to Cody, definitely go subscribe
Yes.
and roundhouse kick that like button on his videos.
Michael. Oh yeah, for the Flash to clarify. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of them right here that I would love to get to see early is Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah. I think I just saw the trailer for that.
That movie looks freaking creepy. Like
Yeah.
just again, anytime it does like the eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Yeah.
It freaking scares me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited.
You're like, I didn't sign up for this game.
But that's kind of what makes it scary.
Yeah, totally.
They give you like the most like random games like that seem so childish, but they make it scary. Like
Yeah.
which is very clever. Let's see. Drew got 2 Blu-rays yesterday, Horrible Bosses and Goodfellas.
Oh, wow. Great picks.
Yep. And what? You have not seen Goodfellas?
Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it so much.
So good. but just don't expect a big action blockbuster. This is a mob movie. So,
Oh yeah.
just to clarify. Fortunately, the pandemic really affected the production of Jeepers Creepers 4. Well, I don't know if that's really an excuse, to be honest with you, because they really should not be filming on a green screen and just putting it outside.
Ugh, tough critic, Luke.
I hate that movie. It's so terrible. Oh my god, that movie is so bad.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, and one reason why you should never watch it literally has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Nobody likes that movie.
It does.
Yes, it does. A 0%.
The last time I heard that happening was when John Travolta made that Gotti movie, and it was like the day after or whatever. It was just like premiered with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And yeah, no,
So bad.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. My guy Zach Miller talks movies. What's up, Zach?
Yes.
How's it going, buddy?
I just commented on his review of John Wick. He did like a little I'm coming out of the theater and like these are my thoughts, and he's so pumped and he's so excited, and I was like, dude, your vibes were exactly my vibes after John Wick 4, like 100%.
Definitely my vibes as well, because I mean, like, I did not think, like, because of that film's runtime, I was like, oh god, my nitpick's gonna be the runtime. Nope, it wasn't.
Nope.
Like even with the runtime, it still flies by pretty fast. Like,
so fast.
Which that was one thing that surprised me is how fast that film went. Like,
yeah,
because that was one of my big concerns going into it. I mean, even though I was still really hyped for it because it's John Wick, but the thing was, it was such a long movie to where I was like, okay, what are they gonna do with this long of a runtime? And what did they do? They ended it perfectly.
Yeah.
Leave it alone, Lionsgate. Leave it alone.
I know. I don't want them to continue either. I know that they're doing the ballerina spinoff, which he might appear in because I think it might be a prequel, and it's Ana de Armas. She was in. I think I confused 2 and 3. I mish them together a lot. She was in either one of those. I think it was the second one, maybe, where she's like a Russian. She's part of the Russian group, and she's a dancer and all that stuff. Ballet dancer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that, but just as for the normal John Wick franchise, leave it alone.
I agree.
Because no spoilers or anything, but the way that they ended John Wick Chapter 4, I was kind of a mess. Like, only good thing about tier seating is that the very front row is cheaper. What?
Yes. Yeah. So like what AMC wants to do, it's almost like if you go see a Broadway show or something, it's like the better seats cost more. And that's what they want to implement for all AMC. And it kind of just, I don't know. I think it just separates like wealthier people. I think it's like the wealth distribution aspect of it just really bothers me, because if you get there at the right time, anyone from like any financial background should be able to enjoy a movie. Like, so I just
that makes more sense actually, because like that'd be like saying like the third row from the screen is like one of the best seats. Because I remember when I first started going to that theater when it opened, obviously, I was more like trying to sit in the C row because I thought it was like a good way to kind of get a view of the screen. But now I sit in the fourth row because it's a better view. Like,
yeah.
I mean, see, sometimes from the back row it can be a good view, but at the same time, it's like I don't really feel like sitting in the back row because.
No, yeah, I'm a back row person, but my boyfriend is not, so we'll like compromise, and we'll usually be anywhere from like the middle, a little bit further back sometimes. But yeah, and it's people complain enough about something like a Broadway show being so expensive for tickets. And at the end of the day, with that, you only have so many seats, right? But if you take a movie like with hundreds of thousands of theaters around the world, I think it's hard to argue. I mean, there's just got to be a different way for them to make money. I don't know.
I mean, because like I remember Zach telling me that because he used to work at a movie theater like fresh out of high school, and he told me that his least favorite part about his job is like the customers coming up and complaining about the prices, like because of concessions. Because a lot of like they make the bank off of the concessions at the theater.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make any
So,
money off the ticket sales, which is crazy.
oh boy. But
Meanwhile, the
moving on.
producers are making lots of money, that's for sure.
Hey, you don't say.
Yeah.
Let's see. He says he wasn't a fan of the animation style from the trailer, but I watched the movie. It really worked. Admitting to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Yeah, the animation is fantastic. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, and then I thought because I kept hearing it was very into the Spider-Verse, which I liked that style of animation for that. But it was, you know, in the same vein, but it wasn't as intense as Into the Spider-Verse.
yeah, because sometimes with Into the Spider-Verse, like it can be a little bit chaotic with like the cartoonish drawings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, I'm not knocking the film for that though. It's just I know for some people that will be a little bit too chaotic.
No, to me that works for like a comic book movie for sure. And I think the way that it was balanced in Puss in Boots was every shot kind of looked like you were reading, you know, a children's like storybook, you know, like it was very kind, you know, that mysticalness was there.
Yep, there you go. Lance Jackson is in here. I love your profile pic. We were just touching on Puss in Boots, and I have
Yeah,
Shrek,
hi
so
Lance.
there you go. See it. Just watching Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl, and I'm going to watch. Then I'm going to watch. Are we done yet?
What is that film?
I have. That's the sequel to Are We There Yet with Ice Cube.
Oh yes. Yes.
I have not seen that film in ages. Like
he's throwing it back too with both of these.
Yeah, I mean, I was a kid when both of those films came out, and like, my goodness,
Yeah.
like I loved those as a kid, but I think now as an like I'm nearing in at 20, but I think growing up I probably would just be like, yeah, they're passable.
The first Pirates is really good. That's the first one, right? Curse of
Yes.
the Black Pearl. Yeah, it's really good.
Yes, that's the first one. Awesome movie.
Jeffrey
The
Rush.
sequels are nowhere near as good. Even though I really enjoy Dead Man's Chest. Dead Man's Chest might be my favorite sequel.
Which one is that?
That's the second one.
The second one, okay.
So,
yeah, it's
so,
you know, sometimes with these franchises I blend in the titles.
Because the third one was At World's End, and like because they shot Dead Man's Chest and At World's End back to back.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, wait, they need to space it out here a little bit. What's going on?
Yeah, they were on a money hungry.
Probably because of how popular the first one was.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Yes, you do.
Oh, yes, Cody,
Yes,
you'll love it. It's on Paramount.
You need. Right. Hold on a second. I was on Peacock.
Peacock, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't want to spread fake news here. Peacock. Yes.
That's why I got your back for that.
Yes. That's what I watched it on.
Fritzy. What's up, buddy? Let's see. I really want to see Champions. It looks like a good time. Reminds me of the 90s live action Disney movies they would make. My theater still has Champions, so maybe if they still have it after Mario comes out, I might check it out, but I don't know. I might have to wait till streaming.
I want to see that too. Yeah. I love Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really want to check it out though, because I mean, from the trailers it looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time I was like, there's other movies I really want to see more than that. Like, because like I really wanted to see John Wick Chapter 4, obviously. What else? Scream 6. So that, and now Super Mario Brothers. So
yeah, I mean a movie that I'm pretty sure is out, but it's a smaller film. But I really want to see it. It's the new Willem Dafoe movie called Inside, and
that one.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
Yeah, my theater didn't get that one, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to wait for streaming. My theater doesn't usually get smaller movies.
Okay, yeah.
But I guess it kind of depends, though, like what movie it is, because yeah, I really don't have an excuse for you.
Yeah, the trailer looked really good for that one.
Yep. Yeah, John Wick 4 was awesome. Yes, it was. The editing ruined Gotti. If I didn't already know his story, I would have been completely confused.
Wow.
Yep. There you go. Watch the biopic of the Godfather, the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. It's called Get On Up. That
so
movie.
Good. So good.
Yep.
So good.
Very underrated too. No one talks about it.
Oh, I was so mad that he didn't get an Oscar nomination that year. I couldn't believe his performance in that movie.
Yes. I kind of want to watch that one again now. I agree with all of that said. I see it as more if only seats are available at the front, then I should pay less. But because I am not getting the same comfort in my experiences as everyone else.
I agree.
But no one should be forced to take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
That'd be like the theater employees forcing me to go to the front for Super Mario Brothers or something.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, no, I want to get the best experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but yeah, if anybody else is also excited for Super Mario Brothers, 1 week away. Only 1 week.
Dude.
Love it.
Oh, actually, real quick too. Speaking of, Get On Up. Chadwick Boseman also starred in another biopic about Jackie Robinson called 42, and I highly recommend that if you guys like Get On Up.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Another underrated movie. No one talks about it.
No.
See, there's a theater I traveled to a little further away from me because they have zero tolerance for talking in cell phones.
Yes, I like that.
God, I wish some of the audience members in my theater weren't pricks. Because seriously, I think there was 3 guys to the right of me during Creed 3 that were whispering and laughing, and they were even laughing at the moments that were so emotional, and I was like, "You guys are idiots!" Because
that's horrible.
While they were laughing, I was literally crying my eyes out,
yeah,
because it was so emotional, but then they were just whispering to themselves about other shit, and then they were just giggling and laughing, and I was just like, you people do not have a heart.
No, it's horrible.
But
so disruptive.
That's the 3rd time I've had that kind of experience, with people being kind of disruptive.
I can't stand
That's the 3rd time.
Yeah, no, and I can't stand when someone is sitting in front of you and they're texting and their phone is really bright. I get it if you sometimes life happens, you need to quickly text someone back. But if you're on your phone the entire movie and your phone is so bright, it's so distracting.
Especially for a movie that you get so invested in.
Mm-hmm.
What's it examples let's see. If everybody was going on their phones during Cocaine Bear, I would have lost my shit.
Yeah.
Because I was being so entertained.
Yeah.
But then it's just you guys are ruining it by going on your phones and texting people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But thankfully I didn't have to go through that watching Cocaine Bear. So, but I kind of did have to go through that watching Firestarter, but now that I think about it, I'm honestly not that mad.
Yeah, you told me that was bad.
That movie is freaking terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad. But I still stand true that is the worst theater experience I've had in my life. So
wow.
Question for everyone: who is a YouTuber you would like to collaborate with within live Q&As, movie reviews, and ranking videos? Huh.
It depends on. Are we talking about the mega YouTubers in the movie community, or because
I guess it kind of. I would say it depends on who fits.
Are we talking Chris
for the topic.
Stuckman level or everyone that we know?
Yeah, I mean, but if it's for everyone that we know, though, I mean, I would say more depending on the topic.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
So. I agree with this. Gore Verbinski is a very underrated director. I agree.
Yeah, I would say so
So,
as well.
because let's see, he also directed Rango, which is one of my favorite animated films of all time.
Yeah, it's really good.
Great movie. One of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life, The Ring. Holy
Oh,
God, that movie is
oh,
freaky.
dude, I saw The Ring when I was 12 because it was like, that's my
Oh
age, I guess.
no.
But like, yeah, because we were all doing that, or maybe I was 13. Okay, I was probably 13. And that, like, you're seeing like Scream and all that stuff, and I was so terrified from that movie. I didn't want to like look into mirrors. I had to like my parents were picking up from my friend's house, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's dark out. Oh my god, that movie is so scary."
But the thing that kind of makes that movie scary, like not just because of like the stuff that happens in it, but it feels so bleak in regards to the color tones,
Mm, yeah,
which is it's crazy. Like even like when she just crawls out of the TV, it still frightens me.
I know. So creepy. And the
Anyways, I don't.
well,
I,
the well in the middle of the woods, everything. Yeah, it's so creepy.
yeah, I mean, I can't watch that movie and not get scared. Like, because there are movies that will do that to me, but it's like The Ring is like one of those films where it's like I'm gonna get scared no matter what.
Yeah.
Let's see. Today's rewatch for Fritsky was Magnolia.
So
Yep, the
good.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Underrated movie, actually. I really like Magnolia. Josh, what's going on, Josh? How's it going, my friend?
Hi.
Let's see. Out of all the years in the 2000s decade, what year is your favorite? Ooh,
For movies, that's really tough.
that's a good question because 2000s was kind of rough for some movies. Uh,
Um, for me, it would be the year Birdman came out, I guess. I don't know. That was a
20,
2000s movie, I'm pretty sure. I'll check, but maybe no. Maybe not. No, I'm off.
I think I would probably have to say
Oh, because it's 2000s. Okay, I got it. So we're not
yeah,
doing like 2010 and up. We're doing, got it,
just
up
the
to 2010.
2000s. It's okay, no worries.
Yeah.
I would probably um, I'd probably have to say 2002 because it's the year Catch Me If You Can came out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. We both have a love for that film.
Yes, I don't know why nobody talks about it. Like
It's so good. So good.
like
If
I
anyone did
just
a
I just
Spielberg top list, I would put that at like the very top for sure.
that's definitely at the very top for me.
So good.
Like I just love that quote. Knock knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourself.
I know. Oh my god.
Genius. Like so good. Magnolia is great. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's got to go 2001 because of Mulholland Drive.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Fritzy is a big David Lynch fan, so
Yes, I've been learning. That's a good
yeah.
movie.
Like, yeah. I really want to watch Mulholland Drive because I've seen a few David Lynch films, but I loved The Elephant Man. I really liked Blue Velvet. Did not like his Doom movie whatsoever. I mean, nobody likes that movie, so what do I care? Um, and I didn't really care for Eraserhead that much.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see though. I'll try to get back into it. 2 years before the dawn of Fritsky. Yep. Magnolia is definitely a banger. Yes, it is. I sat next to a lady once and she was on Pinterest the whole. Oh
Oh
no,
no.
that's bad. Like it was even like before the preview started during Creed 3. Like there was this guy that was on his phone looking online at other shit, and I was like, if he's gonna do this throughout the whole movie, I am going to go get the manager
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it angers me. Double feature podcast. How's it going, my friends?
Oh, hi.
Here
I
we
love
go.
them.
Yep. Let's see. Deep Focus Lens is probably someone that would be a dream to collab for. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there we go. Anyone in the YouTube community, that makes more sense. To kind of
I
plan
mean,
our question there.
I would love to talk to Dan Murrell. I mean, I love him. He was from the old days of Screen Junkies. He and Andy Signore started that, and I was such a super fan. And then he wound up starting his own channel because he moved from California. But him for sure, and like Grace Randolph too. Like I would that those are like well, there's three for me, and Chris Stuckman. So like the three for sure. Like those are the mega movie YouTubers, though.
Yeah, Chris Stuckman's definitely one for me, and also definitely the Flick Pick. Like,
Yeah,
massive fan of that guy. Like,
yeah.
Yep, him and I definitely have different tastes, but we all do. Because I'm trying to remember, like, because some of his scores for some films, I was like, wait, really? Like, I think one of them was for the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. I watched that on Amazon Prime. I really liked that movie, and he gave it like a 1 out of 5, and I was like, really?
I didn't
Wasn't
see
that
it.
bad? I think it's from the guy that's also directing Renfield.
Okay.
But I mean, completely different movies, but
Yeah, totally. That's cool.
yeah, really good movie. Zach, the Ring was a stressful experience. Yup.
Yes, Zach. Oh, Zach, and I watched you on someone else's like a few weeks ago, and you were saying that you're not a big horror person, or like not that like you don't enjoy it, but you're not like because I feel like I'm in the same camp. Like there's so many YouTubers that are just like 100% so knowledgeable in horror, and I enjoy horror, but it's not
Me.
like my genre. Like so Zach, I
Yeah.
totally feel that, Zach, for sure.
I get if you don't really like horror films, but it's just, again, sometimes you kind of have to, because I remember he did like a lot of the Halloween movie commentaries. He watched like 4 movies last year, and yeah, I mean, but the Ring was definitely the one where he got like really scared. Like, and there were even times where he took his earbuds out, and I was like, I don't blame you, because it is a scary movie.
That's the scariest one.
Yeah, and then
oh my God,
because he also watched both the Child's Play movies, and he laughed pretty hard. Like, I tell you, those are pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
I think it was Child's Play 2. I think was the scene like when the guy gets sliced in the face, and then he's laying under the conveyor belt like this, and then he gets new eyes, like basically doll eyes.
Oh my God.
The way it's done is so freaking funny.
Wow.
Like, yeah, like you watch those films and they're definitely campy.
Yeah, there's so many different subgenres of horror for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to get back up to the comment because, geez, we got a lot of comments.
Oh my goodness, that's
Movies
great.
and Trade Studios. What's up, buddy? One of my watch-along co-hosts says, sorry to log on here earlier, but playing Resident Evil 4. Nice.
Very cool.
The Ring is a great film. Still scares me. Terrifying imagery. The Ringu. That's the Japanese Ring that came out a few years before the original.
I know.
The 2002 one.
I heard it's scarier, so I haven't watched it. No, I watch it. I honestly, I love The Ring, and and you are so right. It is all about the imagery. Absolutely, that's what gave me because if I see something like that, it stays in my brain, and then I wake up at 4 a.m. like terrified and like turn the light on.
Yeah, there's gonna be some films where it's like I get so scared by it I can't even sleep. Like the one that definitely scared me and I could not even sleep for the whole night was Hereditary.
I love that movie. Yeah.
It's a great movie, but it's just like the first time I watched it, I was so scared. I couldn't even sleep for the rest of the night.
Oh my God, the beginning when she has her head out the car window.
The beheading was terrifying.
Yeah, that set up the whole film.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to hear you're doing well, Josh. Oh, Fritzky misread the question. Catch You If You Can is so good. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yes.
Good man.
Because
I was one of those people that was I was like, dude, you gotta watch it.
So good.
And I'm glad I got to be able to. Between 2007, 2008, or 2009, because 2007 had No Country for Old Men, Hot Buzz, 310 to Yuma, 300, and Bourne Ultimatum.
Yeah, that's great.
All great movies right there.
Mm-hmm.
Another classic movie. Oh God, Dr. Dolittle and Cheaper by the Dozen. I know it's what he's talking about, the remakes specifically. The Dr. Dolittle remake with Eddie Murphy and the Cheaper by the Dozen remake with Steve Martin.
And they remade Father of the Bride as well on Netflix, and it's with Gloria Estefan.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that yet.
I'm pretty sure he's talking about the Steve Martin one, because I would be surprised.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Sorry.
It's all right. The new one,
I heard it was not bad, but
yeah, it's not bad, but it's not good. Honestly,
okay.
It's honestly not very good.
Okay.
And let's see, Father of the Bride. Yours, mine, and ours. I think he's meaning the Dennis Quaid version.
I don't know if I know that movie.
I watched that movie quite a bit growing up.
Was that like a knockoff of Cheaper by the Dozen? Does he have a big family in that one too?
Well, basically, they have like so basically he meets this woman, and then they ask and they both have a bunch of kids. So basically, when they get married, they move into this new house, and they basically have all the kids come together.
Maybe I did see this. I'm gonna go to IMDb real quick and see who's in the cast.
Yeah, because oh my gosh, man! Like there are some moments in that movie that really just, I don't know if they really would hold up well.
I mean, the poster it is totally a Cheaper by the Dozen like knockoff, like similar concept.
It's very similar, but I mean, I wouldn't really consider it to be. I mean, yeah, it is a knockoff, but I mean, it's like kind of a more different story. I would say.
No, I didn't see this one. Oh, this time they have 18 kids, not 12.
18.
Had to amp up that dozen.
Yeah, holy crap! Like, and of course, like they want to be able to get their parents separated from each other, so that's why they start fighting and everything.
Okay.
So
maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. Again, some moments don't hold up very well. I'll just warn you about that. Minority Report and 8 Mile are great 2002 movies.
Oh yeah, that was a good year.
I think it was. Yeah, I think Minority Report's also Spielberg.
Yes. Yeah.
Again, he made two movies within another calendar year.
You watched the Mount Rushmore that Fans of Something did. I think it was like last night, 2 minutes ago, and Spielberg just kept winning every time. Got a lot of votes for Spielberg.
Yeah. Spielberg is a workhorse because like he made Jurassic Park and Schindler's List in the same year, and then Minority Report and Catch Me If You Can in the same year.
It blows my mind. But
I think The Fabelmans might be a swan song, but if it is, he went out with a good one.
Yeah.
It was a great movie. 2008 for The Dark Knight and Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Both great movies.
Another good year.
Screen Junkies, Screen Junkies is great, dude.
Yes.
I have to go with the year 2000 because of a gossip, almost famous. Snatch. Snatch is so good.
Snatch is really good.
Yep. Because the 90s Renegade Spirit was alive. 9/11 was like a hard reset. Film changed after that. Yep.
No, he's absolutely right. And I have to say Almost Famous is one of my favorite movies of all time. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's Cameron Crowe's best film, his masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, I need to watch that one again, though.
It's really good.
Let's see. Love to collab with Cody Leach. Yeah. He's a great YouTuber. And whenever he does like review movies, he doesn't always say like there's only been like a couple movies where it was like, yeah, like just you're better off spending your money elsewhere. He'll basically say like, give it a chance yourself. He's not like, even when a movie's bad, he's not like, oh, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, I like that about him, but I mean, and it's no surprise why he said these two movies are not worth any money. Like why you should never give any money to these were Jeepers Creepers Reborn and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. No surprise.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2008 for Kung Fu Panda. Great movie. Tropic. Oh my God, Tropic Thunder.
I love that movie.
The way that they explain Robert Downey Jr.'s blackface makeup in that movie as a joke, you can never make that movie today. Like,
I mean, I guess you can't, but I think it's like, I mean, the whole point is to satirize the lengths people go to win an Oscar. And I think that they weren't trying to be offensive at all, but I see a lot of like the Gen Z community being like really offended by that movie. And I really don't understand that.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
I don't know.
Also points out Pineapple Express, Hellboy 2, love Hellboy 2, Rambo 4, and Incredible Hulk. And I agree with Drew, by the way. Incredible Hulk is underrated.
Yeah.
Really
well,
like
you
that
heard
one.
Liv Tyler's back, right?
Yep. Heard about that. It's going to be the Incredible Hulk's legacy sequel, I'll tell you that.
I love Jeremy Jahns. He's a great
Jeremy Jahns.
Yeah. My boyfriend introduced me to him. He's really great.
Yep. Let's see. Dan Merle is why I love the box office.
Yes, Charting with Dan. Yeah.
Yep.
I love Charting with Dan. Yep.
Let's see. Okay, it's still 2001 because Spirited Away. Yep. Great movie, by the way. Spirited Away. First love the first Spy Kids film.
Robert Rodriguez. Yep, he made a family movie. After
we don't talk about that fourth film though. That fourth film was a pilot dog shit.
He made 4 Spy Kids movies?
Yeah, there was 4 Spy Kids movies,
wow,
and the fourth one had Joel McHale in it, and I was like, and they used like this 4D aromascope gimmick, where it's like a scratch and sniff kind of thing. And the dumbest thing is, they literally had like a scratch and sniff of the baby's shitty diaper.
No,
they did.
That's repulsive. Why would they do that? I mean, I guess if the demographic's like 7 and they're gonna think it's funny, but I wouldn't want to smell that. That's for sure.
Who wants to smell Who wants to smell a diaper full of baby shit? Like,
no.
Also, In the Mood for Love from 2000 is literally one of the best films ever. I'm sticking with 2000. Okay.
I don't know that one.
Lake Mungo. Yes. That movie is terrifying.
I don't know what that is. I'm IMDbing it again.
All right.
It's the Bible of movies.
Yeah.
The movie
Hereditary is a great movie. Fantastic imagery as well. Yes, I agree. One of Toni Collette's best performances. YouTuber that you love to collab, Schofield Studios. That's nice. Hereditary and Fire Walk with Me have to be the 2 scariest movies I've ever. Yeah, I mean, he's a big Twin Peaks fan, so
very nice. I just looked up the plot of Lake Mungo, and it's definitely, obviously it's a very vague premise, but honestly, anything that goes with a horror movie with lakes, I try to stay away from. they're like
they're pretty scary.
Lake. Yeah, Eden Lake is one of the scariest, or like just no.
That movie's depressing. Like
it's so depressing.
Like, because I think I watched it a couple years ago for the first time, and like, wow,
brutal,
holy crap,
yeah.
Black Swan, also another great movie.
I love Black Swan.
See, did anybody see the new Zach Braff film as a Garden State apologist? I'm really hoping it wasn't as bad as it looked. I think he's talking about A Good Person with Florence Pugh.
I have not seen it yet. I know they used to date. I do love Zach Braff, and I love Garden State. It also might just be my age, but I loved that movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Garden State.
Yeah,
watched it for the first time, I think, last year.
Yeah, like I was in high school, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever!" And the soundtrack was very of the era. I don't know. I like it. No need to apologize
really
about it.
Yep, Almost Famous is so good.
Yes.
There you go. Almost Famous is a masterpiece. There you go. Me and my friends are all Gen Z, and when we watch Tropic Thunder, a ton. Like, live, breathe, and eat that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not because you're cool. I get it. Like, there's nothing to be offended about. The way they did it.
Exactly.
If they did it in like a totally different way, like then I would be like, okay.
If they did it in like
Oscar for that role, like Robert Downey Jr. was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that role. Like, that's wild.
and then and because of that, people are trying to cancel him for it, and I'm like,
oh, I know, stupid.
You guys don't appreciate good satires.
It's so good.
Yeah, not gonna lie. In the Mood for Love is my least favorite Wong Kar-wai film that I've seen. Oh, that is a hot take. I've never seen it. but I know that is a hot take. I know a lot of people love that one. No pun intended, actually. Good talking to you guys. I enjoy hearing. Just thought I would stop by. Well, thanks, Lance, for
Oh,
stopping by, man. I really appreciate it.
yeah.
Lake Mungo is interesting. Well-made example of a mockumentary. Yes, very
Oh,
interesting movie.
okay.
Let's see. Hey, my buddy Eric Thorpe is in here. What's going on, Eric? Probably have to go with 2008, but '09 is close. 2012 is my favorite year for movies overall. Dark Knight Rises, Skyfall, Django Unchained, all great movies.
It's a good year.
Yeah. RDJ is too great to. Yes, thank you. Thank you. 127 Hours, The Fighter, at the Town, and of course, how can I go without mentioning Inception? All great movies from 2010. Yeah,
That's a great year. I love Inception. I love The Fighter. I love 127 Hours, and I love The Town. So I think he
127
might
Hours
win
is
that
so
one.
tough to watch, though,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because the concept of that film about a guy getting his arm trapped under a boulder. Ugh,
Oh, I know.
no, I can't. I've only seen one Kar-wai movie, but I wasn't a huge. That one too. I wasn't a big fan of Fallen Angels.
I'm going to tell
Not a
you
big
right now.
fan.
I'm not familiar. So of this director.
That's all right. Let's see.
But if I should be,
Yes.
then I absolutely will.
All right. Yeah, we got on for quite a bit with that chat. Thank you guys for putting in all those comments.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's a movie that you would like to see be remade or given a sequel?
Remade or given a sequel. I feel like asking for a sequel of something is tough because a lot of times they're not as good. Sometimes they are. Maybe something that could be remade. I feel like sometimes I watch really old movies and I could just easily see them being remade and I wouldn't like cry about it. Like I know sometimes you feel like, oh well, the original is perfect, you can't touch it. But I could see certain movies being remade just so newer audiences can be exposed to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm copping out on this because Daniel asked me a very similar question when I was on his stream, and it wasn't that. I think it was like if I was going to personally like direct a remake of something. So, but I still think that this stands true. And actually, this movie isn't even considerably that old. There are a lot of probably a few choices in the 40s and 50s of films I could see them remaking. Actually, you know what? No. Well, no. Actually, never mind. I would say just as an answer that I told him, The Warriors from the 80s, they could easily remake that and make it really fun and new. The original is fantastic though, but I will say like a movie like Chaplin's City Lights, I was gonna say they could remake that, but I don't think that they should, just because I feel like Chaplin is the one case where you can't remake his movies because it's him that's what matters. So
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day I want people to see more Chaplin movies, and so I'm like, oh well, they could remake it and be introduced to him, but
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I know it's kind of a more recent film. But I kind of want to see them do a remake of it, just done a lot better. Because I know some people like the movie, but I'm like, I don't get it. It's a movie that came out back in 2018 called Hellfest.
Oh, I never saw it.
Yeah, that movie, I did not like it. I don't understand that people enjoyed that movie. Respect all opinions, but I didn't get it. It wasn't really for me.
Yeah.
So, but I kind of would just, like, if they would just kind of update it a little bit. Actually, hold on. I don't think they announced a remake for this, but I still am very curious to see how they remake it. It's a movie called Pumpkinhead.
No, okay.
So basically, it's about a father that unleashes this monster to kill these teenagers that ran over his son.
Oh man.
So, and if they can keep practical effects for the remake, good. No CGI, just practical effects. Because
Yeah, no, that's
but yeah, Pumpkinhead is really, really interesting. Like I watched that for the first time recently, and I was like, this is all the way back in the day, and I would love to see an update of this. So,
cool.
but I think if I could try to lean into one, I would love to see a sequel to. I would kind of love to see the sequel to Edge of Tomorrow that we've never been getting. I'd love to see a sequel to that.
Okay, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's definitely one I would love to see a sequel to. But also to kind of play into this opposite side of the question, what's a film that you think should not have been remade?
So a film that was remade that shouldn't have been?
Yes.
Oh, yes. It's the American version of Let the Right One In. It's called Let Me In. And I will say I didn't see the American version because I thought the Let the Right One In was so fantastic. But a lot of people that saw the sequel said it also an Old Boy. They remade Old Boy as they did an American version of that. No.
No. I haven't seen Let Me In, but I did really like Let the Right One In. I mean, I want to see Let Me In though because it's directed by Matt Reeves, the same guy that directed the Batman.
Okay, maybe I'll watch it. I know we have to make an American version of everything. So, well, at least it was by a good director. But
The Ring was also the same thing. It was a remake of a Japanese film, and it was by Gore Verbinski, an actually good director.
That's true.
But if you're gonna do an American remake of films, do not have the same director because otherwise they're just gonna make it really, really bad.
Yeah,
it's gonna end up worse. I'm trying to think of a good movie that really should not have been remade. Actually, I'm gonna kind of go into the Disney realm a little bit, like for their live action stuff. The Lion King should not have been remade.
I agree.
Because it's better in a cartoon form because you can actually give emotions to the lions. But in live action, there's no emotions to it. So it's like you watch the film and it's like this is so emotionless.
If they made them their faces a little bit more cartoonish, I think maybe it would have worked. Like I'm curious to see what Questlove's going to do with the Aristocats. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Aristocats.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god! I'm anytime I hear that song, everybody wants to be a cat. I'm dancing like a 6-year-old.
Because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. Everyone wants to be a jazz cat.
Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another good.
Actually, I was talking to Jennifer about that too, because we were messaging each other when it was announced that Questlove was doing it, and I was like, she's like, Aristocats are my favorite. I was like, well, you and I will do a live stream that's all Aristocat related, and everyone will think we've lost our minds.
Sign me up for that.
All our cat ears.
Aristocats.
Yeah.
But I think I know another Disney movie, even though it wouldn't really technically count as a remake, but it's from the same type of universe. I'm going to be honest about this, and most people are going to give me heat for this. Maleficent. I do not like Maleficent at all. I mean, she's a great villain in Sleeping Beauty, like an excellent villain. But in her solo film, I was like, this makes no logical sense.
No, I agree with that.
So
I enjoyed it and I didn't hate it, but I understand. I think I like the idea of Angelina Jolie playing Maleficent more than the actual film, I think. If I really think about it.
Yeah.
Because it was perfect casting, but it's,
Yeah, good casting, but just the potential for that film actually being a great movie was not there.
No, and I did not see the sequel. The sequel did not look good to me.
Don't even bother. It's not good.
No.
The only reason why I would even own those films to begin with, because I owned the second one because it was cheap. So that's the only reason why I have it. Yeah, I have it right here. Go ahead and
Okay.
laugh at me, everybody.
No, there's no need to laugh.
It was only like $4 and it was brand new in the plastic. How could I even not buy it?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. That's my physical media guy for you. And we were kind of touching upon this movie a little bit earlier, but I just kind of want to see like what you're looking forward to about it. What's the number one thing you're most excited about with the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yoshi, the island of Yoshi. I used to play, and I always forget Yoshi's Story. I used to play that N64 game as a kid, and Yoshi's like my favorite. When I'm playing Mario Kart, I always choose Yoshi. So that one for sure. Obviously, Rainbow Road, and I love the Donkey Kong setup they have as well. I really hope I didn't watch the newest trailer because I was like, I've seen enough. Like they keep showing like way too much of this movie and I don't want to be spoiled anymore. Like there's got to be some like moments in the theater where you're like, oh my god, so
Yeah, because I think it was it was one of those scenes during Rainbow Road when Mario falls off the car and goes through the clouds into another car, like where one of the Koopas is driving.
yeah,
It's done in one shot.
yeah,
And I'm like, this is gonna look amazing on the big screen.
so
Like,
cool.
so yeah, I mean, and for what they're giving us, I mean, they're doing great with the marketing. Like
they really are.
like I mean, yes, I know they could just be giving away the whole movie, but the thing is, they want to at least give us some of the surprises so that way we can actually be hyped about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
If
but
they
they're
allude to
not.
Mario, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. It's fine.
No, I just want to say real quick, if they allude in any way in the movie to Mario Tennis, I will be so happy because that game rocks.
I would love to see that.
Time.
Like, give us that in the post-credit scene.
Yes.
Because even Chris Pratt came out and said that there's going to be a lot of Super Mario Brothers movies, and I'm like, well, if this one's great, give it to me.
Give it to me, yeah, totally.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I don't mind his voice at all. Like, I know it's Chris Pratt just talking, because the thing is, even though Mario's an Italian character, he originated in Brooklyn. So,
yep.
So I mean, I'm tired of the complaints.
Yeah, he just has to sound like a New Yorker and a little Italian New Yorker plumber. And we got
there you go.
on the road.
See, because how would you feel if you had to listen to a goofy Italian accent from the same voice actor for an hour and a half?
I would hate it. No. I mean, obviously in the game it's fine because like every couple of minutes, like here we go, and it's like that's great. But I don't want to. You don't take a protagonist like that seriously in a movie,
Like it would just be.
Yeah.
Like it would just become laughable. Like
it would be
and not in a good way. Not in a good way.
No.
Like, so I'm fine with the voice actors that they got for the movie. Like, because I mean, like, let's see, because of course Chris Pratt is Mario. I mean, because I'm gonna be honest about this. When I first heard about that casting choice, I rolled my eyes because I was like, "What are they gonna do with that?"
Oh, me too.
But as soon as the trailer came out and I heard his voice, I was like, "Okay, I like this."
Fine.
Let's see. Because then in the second trailer, we got to hear a little bit out of Charlie Day, which is another casting choice I was concerned about.
He sounds great.
But, yeah, and Luigi's the timid brother, so I mean, he kind of has that, and Charlie Day has that timid voice.
Oh my god, I know, I love it.
Like, where am I? He has that timid voice. And let's see, Anya Taylor-Joy is Princess Peach, which is
I think she
perfect casting.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect casting. But I think the real perfect casting is Jack Black as Bowser.
Oh yeah,
easy. Like
that, and I do really like Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong too. That works well.
That was the I think it was Seth Rogen that was the choice. I was like, okay, yeah, there's no way that nobody else can play Donkey Kong except for Seth Rogen.
Works.
And yes, it does. Of course, it does just sound like Seth Rogen, but it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah.
Because the only two actors that don't sound like themselves in the film are Keegan-Michael Key and Jack Black.
Yeah.
They don't sound like themselves at all.
No. You get
But
like a little bit of that like Jack Black when he's like you get the essence, I feel like, of Jack Black a little bit. Just because he has a certain very specific cadence the way he speaks. But yeah, it's perfect.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Jack Black is his his voice as Bowser sounds pretty intimidating. Like you buy into the fact that he is actually Bowser.
Yeah.
It's so good. What else? I'm trying to remember some of the other casting choices that they got for the movie. I know they got Corey Payton as the Penguin King. He is cute, but he is.
Yeah, that's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, I mean, and I love that, like a lot of the references they're bringing into the film, because I mean, yes, I know they should just adapt a story from the first game, but the thing is, like, if you want to be able to appeal kids into the theater for that movie, you got to have something that kids will enjoy, which is a lot of the Mario Kart stuff and everything.
Yeah. And there's been so many different evolutions of Mario, for every generation, and every kid has played, probably loves a different game, each as kids get older, as new generations come and they've learned to experience Mario in a totally different way. You have to appease people that loved it from the 80s, to they just picked it up yesterday and they're playing like the newest game that came out,
Yeah, because that'd be like saying you buy this game, the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, and then it's like you play it, and it's like I need to see some stuff from this game into the movie.
Right. Like I was a big Mario Party fan, and I feel like they're gonna probably do some of that. Like, yeah, sprinkle like the different generations of these games into the film.
And I already know they're gonna bring in some, because he's in the movie, that they're gonna bring in some stuff like revolving around Donkey Kong.
So fun.
So, because let's see, because Cranky Kong's also in the movie.
Oh my goodness, that's cool.
Because I remember right that when Donkey Kong was just beating the shit out of Mario in the trailer, which was so freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
He grabs him by the face in midair and then just sets him down and just starts beating the shit out of him like a monkey.
So good.
And then you see Cranky, and then when Peach and Toad are just gasping, you literally see Cranky Kong in the background. Which
it's gonna be so fun.
Yes. Come on. Take my money.
Yes.
So yeah, before we hit the chat, I got another. So I'm gonna get my next question. What are some films that you wish more people would give a chance rather than just saying it's bad because everybody else says it's bad?
So, like movies that people don't tend to watch because they heard it was bad?
Yes, or they're just saying it's bad because everybody else said it was bad.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about Shazam because I've talked about that for the past 2 weeks to death. Obviously, that's one of them. I would say, I think sometimes when you're at a certain age, you judge movies a certain way, and then when you get older, you kind of look at it differently and you're like, actually, that movie was pretty good, And I feel like there's a lot of those for me. I'm trying to think of off the top of my head.
Let's see. I'm looking to see one here. I think Don't Worry, Darling is one of those films that a lot of people were just bashing over when it came out. And I watched it and I was like, this isn't bad.
No, it's not that bad. No. I liked a lot of aspects of it.
Yeah, I mean, just the third act wasn't really what I was wanting out of it. It kind of came together a little bit too clumsy.
I like the twist. I just wish they went further with the twist. And there were also a lot of plot holes that, like, the airplane doesn't make sense at all, crashing, or that it does. It's never explained. They don't even. You can't even really come up with a solid theory to what that is. Like, I've come up with theories in the past. And then, well. But it wasn't bad. Florence Pugh was great, and I really did like the concept. Actually, this will answer your question. Someone needs to remake Don't Worry, Darling and make it a lot better, because again, it's not as bad as you were saying. I really think like there are things in that movie that I really liked. So someone in like 10 years can remake it and really improve upon it. And maybe they won't be having like an affair while they're supposed to be directing a movie and cause chaos on set. And it'll come out
because there was a lot of drama that went into that movie.
Oh yes. But you know what?
Thanks, Harry Styles. You caused the drama.
But it feels like a movie.
Yes, it actually. Yes.
Oh, good.
There you go.
I love that so much all the time now. After I watch something, I'm just like, it feels like a movie, like a movie, sit in the theater and watch a movie. Oh my God.
Like you go to watch Babylon in the theater. It's like a movie.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. And the whole time that like Harry Styles is saying that, Chris Pine next to him during the press conference is like he wants to kill himself because he's like can't believe how stupid of an answer that is. It's so funny.
I kind of felt bad for Chris Pine by that time. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I know.
But thankfully he's got some more projects down the line that I'm looking forward to.
Yes, so. I think Chris Pine is phenomenal, and he was phenomenal in that movie, and he was very underutilized in Don't Worry, Darling.
Yes, but movie with him coming out tomorrow, actually at the time of streaming, that I'm super pumped for, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna try to make it out to see it this weekend because the trailers alone, I was like, give it to me. That looks awesome.
I keep hearing it's really good too. So
yeah, and I was surprised. I keep hearing it's really good. I was kind of like I kind of thought it was one of those films that was either going to get mixed or really negative reviews.
Yeah,
but
people are really liking it.
That's kind of my thing sometimes with family films. Like even like when I think they look good, sometimes I just feel like they're just really going to get bad reviews.
Yeah,
because that's one of my only fears about Mario is that it's probably going to get bad reviews, but I hope it doesn't.
I hope not.
Because I mean, if I had to like predict like where the film could land in regards to a Rotten Tomatoes percentage, I would probably say an 86% at best. Like that's probably what I would say. I mean, I know that seems a bit too high, but I'm a Mario guy. Sue me.
I don't think that's too high though. Like I really don't. I don't think people
I'm just thinking
like the cultural impact that Mario has. Like the entire world knows Mario and loves Mario. So this is the first time we're getting a movie in 25 years. So, and it's, I don't know. I think it's going to be really good.
And it's a better movie. It's going to be better.
Absolutely.
Because honestly, the only way you can make Mario now is with animated. You can never do live action anymore.
No, they shouldn't.
Because look at some of the scenes in the trailer, like especially I think it was like some map recreation of like Super Mario Maker, I think, and like Mario's going through some obstacles and he keeps on getting hit and he falls off the donut blocks. You can only pull it off in animation because if you do that in live action, someone's going to break their leg.
You're so limited with live action for that. It has to be animated.
Yeah, because what they did in the live action movie, I mean, they did quite a bit, but it was like they set up the Mushroom Kingdom as a city.
Yeah. I mean, and also like it's a bad fun movie, like that old one.
Yeah, it's so freaking bad.
Like if I had a kid and we were having like a Mario birthday party, I would just like have that on in the background because like to create the aesthetic of, like that's how I feel that movie is.
Oh my
it's not
God,
bad.
that movie is so bad.
I know.
It's so bad, but you know what? All for the better.
Yeah.
And it was, I think that was, if I remember right, I think that was the first ever video game film ever put to screen.
I think it was right on that one.
Yeah, that was a rocky start. I'll tell you that. Because for 2.5 decades, every single video game movie that they put out, everybody was bashing. Even some of them I didn't even think were even that bad. I didn't hate the first Mortal Kombat, but Annihilation, woof. And Silent Hill is pretty good. I mean, I never played the game, so from what I've seen, they did a lot of the atmosphere correctly.
Yeah.
But this doesn't get there story wise, but the atmosphere they did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
But But thankfully, for the past couple of years, they've been doing good.
Yes.
Because let's see, we had Detective Pikachu, so good.
Sonic, obviously.
Yeah, Sonic 1 and 2. I mean, I think the second one's better.
I haven't seen it yet. I still have my Netflix DVD, so I will be watching it soon.
I think you're really going to enjoy it because the first one is more like a road trip movie, but the second one actually is a Sonic movie.
Oh, cool.
Because they have a lot more references to the second Sonic game. Yes, there's parts that are definitely Hollywoodized, but it feels more like a Sonic movie.
Right. That's very cool.
And I really liked Uncharted. I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked it. It was fun. And then everybody's just going to be like, you never played the Uncharted games. Yes, that's true. But don't just say, don't just come at me and be like, you should hate the movie because you never played the games. I enjoyed the movie.
I didn't see it, and I never played the games, but I did hear very mixed things. So
I kind of wish that they kind of played it more, like, because I've seen gameplay of the Uncharted games, but I've never like sat down in one session, never played them. So it's like, I mean, I kind of know what Nathan Drake is, but at the same time, I kind of wish they kind of leaned into the first storyline of Drake's fortune, because in the movie they have a younger Nathan Drake, which is Tom Holland.
Yeah. I really hope that Tom Holland decides to choose more different roles instead of just action movies, because I think that he's going to get really typecast and really isolated from other potential roles moving forward in his career, because I know he's not going to be Spider-Man forever, and I think it's time for him to diversify the different genres that he's in.
I kind of want to see him take on some stuff in the horror genre.
I'd like to see a horror. I'd like to see a comedy. I'd like to see a dramatic, like a really dramatic role, like an indie movie. Like, hell, put him in, like, you know, I don't know. Wes Anderson, I don't think would cast him. He has Timothy Chalamet.
He should.
I know, but I feel like Timothy Chalamet is definitely like the Wes Anderson version of Tom Holland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good call. Because I know what you mean though. Because he was in the French Dispatch.
Yeah.
Yep, I know
like
what you mean.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Quick question, Luke. If you could, I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. If you want to go to the community chat.
All right.
I'll be right back.
I'll check the chat.
Cool.
All right. Where did we leave off? Drinking rules Fritsky. I love hot takes, by the way. My long car why hot take is that Sofia Coppola does everything but better. But does everything he does but better. Interesting. Yes, I agree with this take, my friend. The Warriors is awesome. Warriors come out to play. So good. Do the Right Thing and the King of Comedy would be interesting. Yeah. I would like to see that. Thank you for pointing those out, Max. I'll tell you something I remake. Repulsion or more recent Titan. Okay. Or they remade it. Yep. Joker. That's right. My answer for getting a movie that's getting remade that should not be. I'll put that in there. Yeah, Matt Reeves directed Let Me In. It was he directed Cloverfield and then Let Me In before he obviously did the sequels to the Planet of the Apes movies and then the Batman. Yes, I agree with this. And I agree with Fritsky's comment on this one. Vertigo should not have been remade. Shouldn't be touched.
I'm okay with it. But I just think it depends on the director. I'm not like, oh my God, of course they're going to remake Vertigo. Like, it was really shocking to hear, but I've kind of like been fine with it.
I don't know, because Vertigo is actually my favorite Hitchcock movie, but I really don't
Yeah.
think it should be touched.
No, it's a really good film, and it's really interesting that it did really badly in theaters when it first came out because people thought it was like way too depressing. And I think that followed North by Northwest, and I think people were really expecting something like that. And but then it was one of those movies that like grew on people later on. You know, like 2001: Space Odyssey. A lot of people didn't like that movie when it first came out. You know, sometimes it takes time.
Yeah, the Old Boy remake was one of the few times I had to question Spike Lee's judgment. Like, yep,
Yeah, everyone says
yep.
that.
Let's see. I will say one exception. American version of Funny Games was made, but it was by the original director, and it was pretty okay. Yeah,
That's
but I'm just
actually
saying,
really
like
good.
but I mean, like for other movies, like because if you make like the same film Americanized from the same director, that could end up bad. So
Yeah, no, it's Tim Roth and Naomi Watts, Michael Pitt. Really good movie.
yeah, I'd like to see that. I mean, I don't think it hurts having a remake though, even if it's not as good as the original. Yeah, but at the same time, there are just some films that I don't feel like need a remake. Like,
I will say
because
I
sometimes,
didn't think West Side Story needed a remake, and I wound up really loving what Spielberg did with it. So that was really pleasantly surprising.
yeah, that movie teaches you one thing: never doubt Spielberg.
I know.
Because
Except for The Post. I didn't like that one, but that's the only one.
okay,
It's just really hard to get through. I don't know why. It's really slow, and it could have been a lot more exciting, I feel.
I mean, I wouldn't say I didn't like it, but I'm pretty mixed on it. The only one I didn't really care for was the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, you know
Not a
what?
big fan.
I didn't see it. I heard too many bad things, which I shouldn't just take people's judgment, but that one I heard was bad.
Yeah, but I mean, there are just some films where you just like have to understand like that they're bad. And whenever anybody else says it's bad, like sometimes you just gotta understand like that they're actually bad.
Yeah.
Like like I said before, like Jeepers Creepers Reborn and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Like they're definitely bad. Um, which character do you think Andy Serkis is better as, Gollum or Caesar? Easily Caesar.
It's
Like
Caesar.
easily.
That
Because
was one of the best
Caesar.
things. Sorry, yeah.
No, go ahead. That's all right. Sorry.
No. You're fine. This is your channel. No, all I was gonna say was I couldn't believe the response in the theater. This is one of my favorite experiences in a movie theater. When Caesar speaks for the first time, the entire audience like gasped and like applauded and was like, "Oh my god!" And it was like amazing. So yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah. Great movies too. Great trilogy. Far and away better than the originals. Speaking of Matt Reeves, thoughts on Clayface being confirmed for the Batman Part 2. I really don't know Clayface that well. That's one of the Batman villains. I know that, but it's just I
I
don't
just
know
learned
him.
about it.
I really don't know him as a character.
I just learned about it today. I didn't know it was absolutely confirmed. That's really interesting.
Hmm.
Clayface was actually also pitched as its own movie as a Batman villain. But they're nixing that, I think, due to now I guess it is confirmed that Clayface is being in Batman Part 2. He's kind of like a shapeshifter, as well as he was an actor and he got too much like plastic surgery done, and then wound up being kind of like and I'm really doing a bad job of this because I literally just learned about it today. Everything in his body kind of is clay, and he can, I think he has a hammer. I don't know. Something along those lines. Yeah.
Let's see. I kind of agree with the last part of this comment here. I would love to see a new Mr. Freeze, but taken seriously.
I think
Take Mr. Freeze seriously.
that might still be on the table too for Batman. So
yeah, because just if you're gonna give him puns, one or two only. No more than one or two.
I want Calendar Man.
Calendar Man, that'd be interesting. But I'm saying like for Mr. Freeze, like just give him like one or two puns, then you're good. Like nice to meet you.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Penguin and Riddler. Wasn't Penguin killed though?
I don't know if he was killed. I mean, he is getting his own series, but maybe. I don't know. I only saw the Batman one, so my memory could be escaping me.
I need to look into that because I know somebody shot him.
Right.
during the third act of the Batman.
Hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see. Gollum is such a great character. I love him. He is so entertaining every second he's on screen. He is creepy.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no doubt. Like
Because-
everything Andy Serkis does is incredible. So
Yeah. Hard Copy Blues is in here. What's going on, my friend?
yes,
Thank you.
hi Finn.
And also, thank you for the sub, by the way. Feel for Gollum as a lot personally. Okay. Gollum is a son of a bitch, but I love him yeah. Let's see. I get the take in all honesty, but Gollum is a pretty central character, definitely. He's how the hobbits get to Mordor after they're being separated from the Fellowship. Yep. But God, my Lord of the Rings logic is like all out the window. I can't. I don't watch those movies that often.
And we're not even talking about Andy Serkis as King Kong either. That was really amazing.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Bob's Blu-rays is in here. What is going on, my friend?
Hey.
Let's see. Small shout out to him, though. The beginning of Return of the King with his backstory is one of the best intros. Yes. Excellent introduction. Give you overhated Rob's. Yes. I agree with this. At first, I would never agree with him on that because I absolutely hated that movie. But when Frisky and I rewatched it together, I was like, okay. Man,
I only saw his first Halloween movie.
that movie's a lot. Not necessarily in a good way. Because it's typical Rob Zombie bullshit, honestly. Because when you look at me, because look at this, it's like he over sexualizes his wife in the movie every single freaking time. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we get it. You love her. We don't think she's attractive.
I don't say she's unattractive, but I don't think she's a very good actress. I will
Yeah,
say
better
that.
turn. There you go. Thank you.
She was probably the most passable as an actress in Halloween, but she didn't really have to stretch far.
I didn't even like her in The Monsters either.
Oh, well, that's a garbage movie, and I refuse to watch it. So
Good. You're saving
It's a
yourself
shame.
a good amount of time.
I love The
'Cause-
Monsters. I can't believe that he did. I can't even believe that people finance it. I can't believe he made that. I can't believe he put something out that looks such garbage. I'm really upset about it.
That movie does not appeal to anybody besides Rob Zombie.
No, and I would love a Monsters movie. Like the Monsters are so fun and so great, and he just destroyed it. You don't even have the rest of the family in the movie, which is so weird to me. You don't have the daughter or Eddie.
Where is it at? You just have these three.
Oh my God, you own it.
It was cheap.
I bet. That's it. That's the answer.
And also I do like the slipcovers too. So I had so.
Well, I'm glad you watched it for me because I am never. I don't think. I mean,
it is.
I'm
it
not
is
going to say I'm
really
never.
bad.
Yeah. No.
Because I mean,
horrible.
Well, sometimes like even if I have like even if I buy a bad movie in my collection, I mean, I'm not going to regret it because it's my collection.
Yeah.
But it depends, like though, because it's like if you think of something for me like Jeepers Creepers Reborn, that's a movie I never will own in my collection at all.
Yeah.
So and nobody even think about sending that to me. Don't even think about it.
No, I will not.
I mean, I'm not directing it at you, but I mean like for anybody else that is going to send me anything, not that movie.
Someone's going to it because you're so pissed about it. I think that happened to Eddie. I think there was a movie that Eddie hates. Oh yeah, The Green Inferno. And someone sent him The Green Inferno. And it was like this big joke because it was like, oh my God, that's like Eddie's like least favorite movie.
But I know people are smart not to send me that movie though because it's that bad.
I know. I think yeah. I don't remember if someone did it intentionally because he hated it, but I'm pretty sure that was it. But maybe it was probably
just as a joke or something like.
Yeah.
Because I know one of my buddies was giving me shit at one point to send me Mortal Kombat Annihilation as a joke, and I was like, "Don't fucking do that."
No.
Jesus. Just realized that the acronym. Yeah, I literally pointed this out on one of my other streams that the acronym was HAT.
Oh my God. Dad hat.
That was hilarious.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Let's see. He's asking? What is our director of Mount Rushmore? I did point this out. I think my Lincoln would be probably Scott Derrickson. I mean, I love Scott Derrickson. Number 3, probably Steven Spielberg, and then 2 is Danny Boyle, and my George Washington would be Edgar Wright.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure that out right now. I was back and forth a lot watching that.
Well, I was kind of in and out of that stream too, so.
Yeah, I watched pretty much the full thing, and man, that's really tough. I mean, for me, definitely Hitchcock and Tarantino are on it, and Scorsese, and it's filling that 4th spot.
Yeah, because there's so many directors that you really want to have in that spot.
I will tell you too, before Dunkirk and Tenet came out, I would have said Nolan.
Okay.
But even besides, but again, then it's like, well, I love Paul Thomas Anderson, and I love Darren Aronofsky, and I love it's like it's really difficult.
Yeah, because
that last one.
Because I could have replaced Scott Derrickson with somebody like James Wan or Wes Anderson or Spike Lee, because those are some of my other favorite directors.
I agree with you. I feel like there are certain directors as well that haven't made enough movies yet to put them in, and I think you and I were talking about that as well.
Yeah, I think it was what's one of them? I mean, like,
well, for me, it was Jordan Peele. Like, I can't put a person that's made 3 movies as that, but I'm
or even someone like Robert Eggers, because he's only made 3 movies as well.
Right? Yeah.
What's another director that hasn't made enough movies? Or Damien Chazelle, because he's only made 4 movies.
Right. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Denis Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve, I think, has not made enough, in my opinion, to put on the list. And these are all people that I love.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people like Spielberg and Danny Boyle have made quite a bit of movies to a certain degree, where it's like, yeah, you can put them on there.
Yeah, and again, I think Spielberg is the obvious choice to be on Mount Rushmore. I feel like it should be Mount Rushmore, and then it's Spielberg looking down on Mount Rushmore, because you really can't beat that. You can't really beat Spielberg as being like the #1 director of all time if you really think about it. So I feel like it should be like Spielberg and then his 4 friends, and like filling those slots.
There you go. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Eric says he liked Uncharted, and I'm a diehard fan of the games. Well, there you go. It could have been way better, but still my favorite video game movie nonetheless. You're a Sonic hater, bro. I'm sorry. Why you got to be hating on the Sonic movies?
I don't know.
They're not bad.
I really enjoyed myself.
Because let's see.
He probably doesn't like Shazam 2 either, so.
I don't know, but because look at this. I have both the movies, and I have 2 copies of the second one.
I was not expecting you to have all 3, like, as like like you're playing cards and you're just like whipping them out.
Yeah, I literally have all 3. Like, because I just have the standard Blu-ray for the first one, and then I literally have 2 copies of the second one, because I think this is the better movie, and I love both covers.
Sorry, that was fantastic.
I had to do it. So,
oh my god!
Sorry, Eric. The best thing Matt Reeves did was Felicity. Never seen that.
I wonder if he did a movie. I know there was a Felicity series that he might have been involved with. I don't know a lot of Matt Reeves' earlier career, to be quite honest.
Because the only 2 movies I remember in his earlier career were Cloverfield and Let Me In.
Okay. Yeah, and my first introduction to him was the Planet of the Apes. So.
Yeah, and I will still take this in my dying grave that The Batman is his best movie by far.
Oh well, I love
The Batman was awesome.
So good.
It's fair enough, but I'm not gonna say anything else on that. Well, anyone could have their own logical reason for like if he was killed or not, though. His series is going to. Okay, that makes more sense. Yes. Very
It's very
underrated.
underrated, Eric. 100%. Jack Black's great in that too.
Yeah, really good. But my only little negative with that movie is that it's way too long.
It is very long.
Like, just start and I agree with like the flick pick on this part. He said just start with the boat getting to the island. If you start it there, you have a perfect 5-star movie.
Yeah.
But I do understand that they need some story to have in there, like in the beginning parts of the movie.
Yeah, and I think he wanted to really, hone in on the fact that it's taking place in this different era, which is when the original took place, the black and white King Kong. And...
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Eric has the knowledge of Batman, so the only movie where I think she gave a great. Always talking about Rob Zombie's wife was in House of a Thousand Corpses. I can agree with that, but I don't know, because I really liked that whole trilogy. Because I really liked Three from Hell, and I really liked Devil's Rejects. So, but I don't know.
Speaking of like directors putting their wives in their movies, I have to say I think people need to stop like giving James Gunn so much shit for putting his wife in like his DC the Gunverse, because she's doing great. She's done a great job. She's not a bad actress, and like who cares? Like who cares?
Because I loved her in both the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker.
Yeah. I don't understand.
But,
people on Twitter are going nuts. They're like, stop putting your wife in everything.
Yeah. But one I can't say though is Paul W.S. Anderson. He puts his wife Milla Jovovich in every single film he does.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I was like, but I mean, I know she's a good actress, and I've seen her in good movies.
Yeah.
But it's just hold on, because I have them both, and because I have to have them because I'm a completionist. These two pieces of shit are like, especially this one.
Yeah.
You can't even see a thing that goes on in this movie with the action department. Nothing.
Oh man.
It's so choppy. Like when Alice is like firing like a gun at a creature, it just cuts back and forth like, and I was like, okay, I'm dizzy.
I didn't know she was married to the director.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's a new concept either. Like people are acting like that, and it's like Woody Allen always did that, and like Tim Burton had Helena Bonham Carter in all his movies. Like I don't know. I don't know. I think people are being extra for whatever reason.
But it's just what I'm meaning is like if they're actually a good actress, like if they proved in other films that they're a good actress, like they can do that.
Totally.
Oh yeah, even Ben Falcone, who's married to Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
I don't care. He is not a good director at all.
I feel like I don't even know what he directed, to be honest.
I know he directed Tammy that also starred Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, I didn't see it.
That was bad. The Boss was okay, but even though I have not seen Thunder Force, I heard that movie was awful.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of her most recent work.
I only will watch the stuff that she did with Paul Feig, like The Heat, Spy, Bridesmaids. I'll watch those movies.
Yeah,
because they're actually funny.
Yeah.
Skip. Let's see. Probably gonna get hate for this, but movie 43 is the worst Hugh Jackman movie than X-Men Origins Wolverine. I agree with this.
No, it's a bad movie.
Because
the fact that they got everyone on board for that movie is like the craziest. I want someone to make a movie about the biopic of the making of the movie 43. Like for sure.
That would actually tell a good story.
I'll
say that.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, then we can actually just point all middle fingers to all the people that literally just guilt tripped all these actors into the movie. Like, they just guilt tripped them all. Oh my god, that film was so terrible. They have everybody in that movie. Halle Berry, Johnny Knoxville, Sean William Scott, Richard Gere, Kate Winslet, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, it's bananas.
Why did they have to waste my man Johnny Knoxville? Like, I love that dude.
Well, sometimes he wastes himself too, but you know. I love Johnny Knoxville.
He's good as I love him as a stuntman in the Jackass movies. Like,
yeah, I know. And I think he actually does have some pretty good acting capabilities. I was just being I was
Yeah, I know. He is good in good movies. Like he was good in Walking Tall. I'll give him that one. The one with The Rock.
I didn't see it.
He was pretty good in that one. The Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, I remember that. I forgot
That
he was in
is,
that.
yeah. Him and Sean William Scott were in that movie together.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he is a good actor. It's just I don't know. There's just some movies that I don't feel like he needs to be in. Like I'm fine with him being a guy in Jackass, but obviously he needs to retire on that because the one of the stunts he did in Jackass Forever almost ended his life completely.
Yeah, the bull riding, right?
Yeah, it was the magic trick. The bull, like when the bull literally, like he did flips and then broke his wrist, rib, and had a concussion. And
Yeah.
it took him a few months to recover from fully because of his brain hemorrhage.
Yeah. I feel like anytime people do stunts with bulls, it's incredibly dangerous, and I think it's I don't understand really terrorizing an animal and getting them all revved up just to like do a stunt, you know? Like there's a
Yeah,
reason why they threw you off. They're pissed.
yeah, but it does make for good footage though. I'll give it that. It makes for good footage
Right.
because pretty much in every single Jackass movie, there's pretty much a stunt with the bull.
Yeah, and he gets hurt like every time. So
because let's see, and like there was 2 bull stunts in Jackass number 2. One with the like where he got this idea from Tom and Jerry, like where Tom puts on a blindfold and smokes a cigarette and a bull smokes him. So he did the idea with the yak where he puts on a blindfold, puts in a cigarette, and then a yak charges at him.
Yeah.
And then they do the Toro Totter, which is basically a teeter totter in a bull ring.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of them got hurt pretty badly.
Yeah, I actually I don't know. I never feel bad for the humans in those scenarios because I just don't. I don't think that stunts need to be done with animals, but you know, you're right. It's entertaining. I'm actually like every time that happens, I'm like, yes, the bull knocked him off. Like F you.
But I mean, some of them I do genuinely feel bad, like because let's see, because I remember in the third one, Johnny Knoxville did a stunt in a bull ring where he was painted like this little cardboard thing behind him, and the bull the bull flipped him, but then he landed on the back of his neck, and I was like, ouch,
yeah,
owie,
yeah.
But that dude has been through a lot. That dude got like how many? He's had 16 concussions.
Amazing.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And the fact that he's still alive despite that many concussions, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But he's in his 50s now, so he can't. So no more concussions for him. Otherwise, he's out.
No, it's time to chill, I think, for him.
Directors putting their wives in movies is a tale as old as time. No one should be mad about that. Yeah, I understand that, but it's just.
Oh yeah.
But my thing about that is they at least have to be like they have to prove that they're a good actor. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like in other films, they have to prove that.
Yeah.
Like with Mila Jovovich, like I really liked her in a movie called A Perfect Getaway. Like where she where it's like these couples go to this island and there's a group of killers that is amongst them, so they're trying to figure it out. So tried to watch that Resident Evil movie, gave up after around 20 minutes. There's movies where I give up completely on. What's a good example that I gave up? Dracula 2000. I only got half an hour through and I just gave up. Because it was so dated and so terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man. We see Penguin at the end of the movie alive. There was never any debate. Okay, don't rub that on my fucking face. Jesus. To be fair, though, I have seen the Batman 7 times. 5 in theaters?
He would become best friends with my boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah, just because my boyfriend loves the Batman too. I got him the Batman Steelbook for his birthday, so big Matt Reeves Batman fan for sure.
Isn't it this one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be this one.
Yep. No, wait, no, it's not.
Oh, it's the one where he's standing in front of the. That one, yeah, the one that we're standing in front of the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends love that Steelbook, but I kind of like this one a little bit more because
Yours looks cool too. Yeah.
because it's a little bit more simple and it kind of plays into the movie a little bit. Like
Yeah. I didn't know.
it's like this mystery.
To be honest, I didn't know there was 2 different designs for the steelbooks of the Batman.
Yeah.
So. Well, he
Well,
likes it, and he's happy that he got this for his birthday.
Yeah. Of course he is. Like, I mean, I know they've done that plenty of times with their steelbooks where it's like they have one design and then they do another design later. But it kind of depends on what movie it is, I guess.
Yeah.
So, X-Men Origins Wolverine is a bad movie, but for me, it's a guilty pleasure. There's horrible CGI that is so bad, it's laughable. Yes. And the blob boxing scene, oh god, the blob boxing scene, so bad. And then they literally have and they literally shut Deadpool's mouth, which I was like, I will curse all of you.
I obviously agree that the CGI is really bad, but I don't think the movie as a whole, like if the CGI was really good, the movie wouldn't be that bad. I really like Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth, and I really liked Gambit. And I'm it's escaping me the actor that plays Gambit, but I also, can we just get a Gambit movie soon at this point? Like, I don't know what's taking so long.
Yeah, but why did they have to shut Deadpool's mouth though?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, there were some, obviously it's not a perfect movie, but I'm just saying there's like way worse movies than that.
Definitely. But I mean, I can't, that doesn't mean I can hide the fact that it's bad. So.
No, I know.
There you go. See? Liev Schreiber is Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Just watched Midsummer a few days ago and it was out there. I think I liked it less as it went on. Yeah, I see why. Just as long as you're not complaining about about Ari Aster just striking his ego, because one of my buddies like absolutely hates Midsummer, and he's like, Ari Aster is just striking his own ego. Like
no, I love
Midsummer.
I love Midsummer so much. I thought it was so creepy.
It's great. You know, yeah, I kind of don't get the complaints with that, honestly, where it's.
Am I by myself? I don't know what happened, but I'm still here. Welcome to the show still. He's back.
I don't know what I just did.
That's okay.
Like I just I scrolled it up and then it refreshed the page.
Oh, that's funny.
I do not know how I did that. I will agree that Hereditary is better, but
they're so different too. Like,
yes.
You know.
I hate all Ari Aster, but I don't. Well, that's the thing. Maybe that's why. I
like it because it's psychological horror, and that's like my favorite genre of horror, I think.
Yeah. I made a review on Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yes, it's a great movie.
Yeah, really good.
And great to see you in here, Allison, of you. And also, by the way, winner for Best Picture for Everything Everywhere All at Once,
and like 7 other Oscars.
It's a well-deserving winner, honestly. It's a really good movie.
So good.
And then people want to come up and tell me, "Oh, it has a comic book-like plot," and I'm like, "Shut up!
No, it's great.
You can't compare that movie to anything."
No, you can't.
Because if you compare that movie to anything, it's like, wow.
You have to do it with me, Luke. I say Michelle, you say yo. Michelle.
Yo.
Michelle.
Yo.
Yes.
I'm glad
Jamie Lee Curtis did that when she won the SAG, and she got everyone in the audience to do it. And like, so during the Oscars, I did that.
Wish we had some footage on that, because that would have been awesome to see.
I know.
I actually don't have the Batman Steelbook. It was sold out when I checked, so the new 4K Steelbook. So I'll free know films. Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you. Taylor Kish played Gambit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
The Wolverine trilogy is such a bizarre one. It goes from bad to good to him. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would say to really good to amazing, because I actually really liked the Wolverine. a lot of people say it's boring, and I'm like, it's a character study. It can't be that boring.
Oh, I liked it.
It's really good. It's really good. I don't think it's bad like some people, but I don't really. Why? Why?
I've heard. I hear. I honestly, I've been hearing that a little bit more and more and more, but I still love it.
Oh God. Yeah, because again, people just are just like, again, some people just say that it's a comic book plot, and I'm like, no, this is completely original. Like,
This is the best depiction of the multiverse, and Marvel wishes they could have done something like that.
yeah, Sam Raimi, take some notes.
Yeah. Well, I will say I think Sam Raimi was very censored.
I really liked Multiverse of Madness though, but
well, no. Okay, it has a lot of problems, but I think Sam Raimi was like the best part of it, and I really think that the studio like hired him to do like like the best stuff in that to me was like Sam Raimi horror stuff was in like the multiverse. Like that was great. Like some of the scenes, oh my god. But I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, just the first act could have been handled a little bit better because it was a bit too standard MCU. But
yeah, that's why I think it was like total. Like the term's not whitewashed, but like producer washed over his vision. I could just, it didn't feel like him for a lot of it.
Yeah, but it actually felt like more of Sam Raimi's vision than Spider-Man 3 did. So I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's true.
Also got a free 3-month trial for Apple TV. Decided to watch Coda. Good movie with some nice emotional bits. That being said, I don't know if it deserved Best Picture. What do you say? I haven't seen it, actually.
It's really good. I would agree that that was the safe choice that year. I'm trying to remember what else was nominated, but that was a safe choice. It's a really good movie, though.
Yeah. I know West Side Story was nominated, for sure. I mean,
oh yeah, no, I remember my favorite movie. Well, the movie I wanted to win was Power of the Dog. I thought that deserved Best Picture, but then Jane Campion kind of screwed herself with her comments about the Venus and Serena Williams, and that was like right before Oscar voting ended, and they gave it to Coda. But The Power of the Dog is not like a family-friendly movie. The Power Dog, the dog could be. I think a lot of people might not like that movie, but I thought it was brilliant and I loved it. So,
yeah, but I like Power of the Dog, but I don't know. I don't envision myself watching it again. But so I would have liked for something for like what else did they have? King Richard was nominated. Belfast. What else was not? Nightmare Alley. I would honestly, it's between West Side Story or Nightmare Alley. I would have liked to see it take home Best Picture that year. Because I mean, I know Nightmare Alley was a remake, but I kind of would love to see Guillermo del Toro take home another Oscar win.
I'm feeling like Coda came out. I feel like Coda was 2 Oscars ago. I don't think Coda was last year.
It actually was.
Coda was last year? Wow.
Yeah, because
I thought it was no. Okay, yeah, because you're right. Because then right, because the
2
Sound of
Oscars
Metal
ago, I
was
remember
the year before.
Nomadland was the winner. The year before that.
You're right. Yeah.
That movie did not deserve it whatsoever. I'm sorry. It didn't deserve it. Over Judas and the Black Messiah or The Father?
Yeah.
Hell nah.
No, I agree with you.
Like, The Father was a million times better than Nomadland.
The only reason Nomadland worked so well, too, was Frances McDormand pretty much was, like, at the helm of the ship on that one, even though, Chloe Zhao got the credit. But I know it was a partnership there, but.
I don't know. No, don't do that. It's so mean.
Oh, I think he's saying he like loves her, but like she keeps losing. Yeah,
that's a better way to put it. There you go. Thank you.
I like Michelle Williams too.
I'm glad she was nominated though for The Fabelmans because she gave a really great performance.
Yeah.
But I would like to call a snub though for Best Supporting Actor, Paul Dano for The Fabelmans.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
I think he gave the best performance out of the entire movie. Like,
yeah.
in my personal opinion. Like I know some people would say, "Oh, Seth Rogen or Judd Hirsch." I'll take Paul Dano. But Seth Rogen was really good in The Fabelmans, though.
Yeah, but that was such a, I don't know. I think what you're saying, I resonate with more.
Yeah, because I know Judd Hirsch was nominated, but I was like, Paul Dano was on screen a lot more. Like
Paul Dano had to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh my God, they've been fighting. Yeah.
Yep, I can see that. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Let's see. What comic movie like from 2013 you guys like more? The Wolverine or Iron Man? The Wolverine. Easy.
Yeah. Okay. I will say the Wolverine, but I didn't hate Iron Man 3 as much as other people did. I really think it just felt like a Shane Black movie, and I was fine with that. So I liked Iron Man 3.
Can't relate. I wasn't a big fan. I mean, yes, it definitely felt like a Shane Black movie, but at the same time, I was like, they make some of the most idiotic choices in any comic book film I've ever seen. Like, because he gives Ben Kingsley his address, and then his entire house blows up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was so idiotic.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
The cats.
Yeah. They're brothers.
Like a Wes Anderson shot. Yep. I just don't think the plot makes enough sense for me to care for everything everywhere all at once. I'll take Multiverse of Madness, but I kind of understand the multiverse. The multiverse stuff, honestly, and everything everywhere all at once is a lot better handled, and it's actually done more creatively. It's not so like it's not just a montage.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. That's kind of why I will take everything everywhere all at once any day of the week. No question. Because I have it right here.
Oh, well, look at that. You always have like the conveniently placed movies. You don't really have to reach that far. Like
that's kind of also why I film close to my shelves.
Right. Well, the ones behind you, we haven't talked about like really any of the ones that are behind you. It's just been like great luck that they've been like right there, and you're just like, oh, look at this one. By the way, speaking of,
yes,
yeah,
that'd be like let's see, it'd be like it'd be like if we were talking about what's a good one, like Babylon. You're like, oh, here you go.
Oh, you don't say. Yeah.
Right here. and yes, this is just the Blu-ray. I wanted to get it on 4K, but my Walmart didn't have the 4K, so I was like, well, just gonna have to stick with this. But I'm not mad about it though, because at least I got the movie I wanted. But yeah,
I just realized I cannot believe you and I've been talking for over 2 hours. That is crazy. I had no idea.
We did that with our last one that we did together.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. We just keep rolling.
Yep. That's kind of how we roll sometimes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But while I was on the topic of Babylon, like when I was watching the film and when I got through the first 8 minutes, I started texting some of my friends and I was like, I texted one of my buddies and I was like, "Have you seen Babylon?" He was like, "Yep." And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of almost turned it off after the first 8 minutes because it was so gross that I almost just could not handle it.
I heard that the beginning's gross.
Because I remember Cody Leach texted Sean Chandler when he went and saw Babylon. He was like, "Have you seen Babylon?" And Sean's like, "No, not yet." And then he's like, "Dude, I'm like 6 minutes in, an elephant has already shit on a guy, and a chick has pissed in a guy's mouth."
Oh my God.
He's like, "Awesome."
I keep hearing that it's like one of those ahead of its time movies, and in like 10 years, people will look back on thinking it was really good. So.
But yeah, I don't know how to discuss that movie. It's freaking weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, just see if you can get past those first 8 minutes. Like, Sam Raimi had nothing to do with the writing. Still read about. Nope. Cannot agree. I'm actually working on a script for a Land Before Time project. The characters are adolescent, romance, violence, PG-13. Nice.
That sounds awesome.
See, I can agree with that. Dune could have won Best Picture, but But at the same time, that'd be like, even though it would have been my pick to win Best Picture, that Top Gun Maverick would have won Best Picture. But because I mean, we never really get blockbusters that win Best Picture.
No.
But and I was hoping that would go for it with Top Gun Maverick, because that movie was such a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
But I'm good with Everything Everywhere All at Once taking it home, though, because that was a great movie. But I would have liked to have seen him do a blockbuster for once, like Top Gun Maverick. I'm happy what Everything Everywhere All at Once did for Ke Huy Quan's career, because I love him in Temple of Doom. We might get him in Indy 5. We'll see.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Really?
Yeah,
it's not that bad, but I mean, okay.
I mean, it might be up there now that I think about it. In hindsight, I like, now that you're bringing it up,
Yeah,
both of you.
Yeah, it's not that bad, though, but I wouldn't say it's like a great movie. Okay. Thank you for bringing this up. Sound of Metal was way better than Nomadland.
I loved that movie. Sound of Metal was fantastic.
Yep. That and Promising Young Woman, one of my two picks to win Best Picture that year.
That was another great movie,
no
too.
question.
Yeah. I want to go with her for Halloween. Like with the rainbow-colored hair and the nurse outfit.
I got that. I got that for you. Like right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be
cool. Like that'd be interesting.
That's a good movie.
But yeah, like I watched that. Like that was one of those times where I watched the film like once, and then I started it back over as it was over, and I was like, "Yo, this is great!" Like
really powerful. Yeah.
So good. Really loved the Wolverine and Iron Man 3, but Man of Steel is the best 2013 comic book movie. Nope, can't relate on that one either. Not a big fan. I mean, I like Man of Steel, but I'm not as high on it as a lot of people are.
I'm a big Man of Steel fan for sure, and I liked it when I saw it in theaters, and people really didn't like it when it first came out, and then I think it grew on people. But I'm a big fan.
I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. I have to bail. This was a very cool stream. Thank you. Thank you for coming in.
We understand. It's been a long one.
I'm just gonna skip that comment. Why y'all hating on Top Gun? Seriously. Not you though. I'm not. Just to clarify, Tracy, I'm not calling you out. It's just I'm saying for other people that consider like Top Gun super overrated. I'm like, why y'all hating? Seriously. What transformation do you think is more painful? The Hulk transformation or a werewolf? Probably the Hulk.
That's really tough.
Because like when it comes to the Hulk, like you're basically pretty much losing a lot of your clothes. Like your clothes are being ripped off.
And the Hulk has to transform way more often than a werewolf does.
That's probably why.
I mean, maybe not, but
yeah, I liked it enough, but it's just crazy how much people praise it. Well, it also kind of helps for me though, because I have nostalgia with the original Top Gun. Because my dad showed it to me when I was like about 6 or 7 years old. I've loved it ever since. And when they announced the sequel, I was like, I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I hope they deliver. And they did deliver in spades.
They did.
I was surprised how good that film was, how much better it was than the original.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I can't help but tell this story though, because I saw it twice in theaters. I took my dad to go see it a second time. Well, it was his first time seeing it. It was my second time watching it. When I took him to go see it, it was the scene with Iceman that I turned over to my dad. There were tears coming down his eyes.
Yeah. It's so sad what happened to him.
But I'm not going to spoil in case you guys haven't seen it, because if you haven't seen it,
I know.
What are you doing?
It's about time.
Because if you guys have Paramount Plus, it is on Paramount Plus. Watch it.
Yeah.
Like, that is like legitimately one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life. It's like that is how you do blockbuster filmmaking.
I agree.
Like, because I don't think any blockbuster film, like in regards to the filmmaking aspects, is even going to come close to the level of Top Gun for me. Like, not even close.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see though, because there might be some movies that that might top it. But for me, no, nothing's gonna come close to with Top Gun Maverick.
No, I think that's valid.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thanks. It's allergies, so no worries. I love Top Gun Maverick. Thank you.
You sneezed to the truth.
Yes. All right, I'll give you props for that joke. That was a good one. Unpopular opinion: I like Batman v Superman better than Zack Snyder's other DC movies. Better than Watchmen, huh?
That's how my boyfriend feels. He really enjoys Batman versus Superman, and I'm mixed. I can understand why he does. I do love The Watchmen though, and that's not a
Yes.
DC movie though. That's just its own thing.
Well, it's not a DC EU movie. It's just a normal DC Comics movie.
Was that released on DC? I guess it was. I didn't realize.
Yeah, well, I think it was actually. But
yeah, no, it was. You're right.
yeah, but
This is the film companion, by the way. It's pretty cool.
that is awesome.
I have the graphic novel too. It's funny. I had the graphic novel, and my boyfriend had the film companion, so it kind of works well together.
Just like that.
I love The Watchmen. Yeah, I like love it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Watchmen for the first time a couple years ago. I watched the director's cut of Watchmen, which is about 3 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
It still flies by even with 3 hours, like on the docket.
Yeah.
Like, such a good movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my buddies is like a huge fan of the Watchmen. Like, he watched the movie and he watched the HBO limited series of Watchmen. Like my best friend loves Watchmen.
The series was really good, and I can't believe they canceled it.
Well, I think it was only a limited series. I think.
Yeah, I know. They really could have done more, though.
I'll have to watch that and see for myself. But
yeah, you'll like it.
I think that both of those transformations will be painful. Some may say werewolf transformation after. Yeah, that makes sense. But the reason why I'd say the Hulk is because, like you said, Tracy, the Hulk transforms a lot more often. So.
Unless it just feels like that because I watch the movies. But, we don't think about his downtime. Like, oh, did Tony Stark call him up and now he has to transform again? So.
Okay, it was meaning thank you for the clarification, by the way, Home Video Junkie, for the DCEU.
Yeah.
But in regards to, for me, though, nothing's going to come close to the level of the Suicide Squad for me. The James Gunn one, to clarify. James Gunn Suicide Squad.
I like the James Gunn one.
And I love the first Wonder Woman from Patty Jenkins. That movie was
great too.
Awesome.
Second one.
And I'm sorry, I liked it.
It's not that it sucked. Like, I'm being over the top, but I just really hate what they did with Kristen Wiig's character because it was so underdeveloped.
Cheetah was so cartoonish.
They gave her nothing, and Kristen Wiig's great.
She belongs in Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Holy crap! But I did like Pedro Pascal in the movie, though. Pedro Pascal was really good.
Yeah, he's great.
But I do love the first Shazam.
Oh yeah, me too.
I love that first movie, and I know you really enjoyed the second one. I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
Just not perfect,
right.
but it is a good movie.
No.
Because
I would never say it's perfect.
Because I know you and I were kind of we're texting each other about this when I got out of it. But I didn't really like the dynamic between Mirren and Lou as the sisters. I didn't really get their dynamic very well because it was like it's so plain and basic.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, the one that stood out amongst them is the youngest one out of all of them. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I just felt like I had to defend it just because when you see a Rotten Tomatoes score so low and an audience critic score so high, and there's such a disconnect, like something's wrong. So.
Yeah, like
that's all I again, it has problems. I'm not saying doesn't. So.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. Man of Steel's my favorite comic book movie that isn't a Batman movie. So, okay,
Yeah, it's really good.
not my thing, but I understand. Watchmen is great. Yeah, I never understood. I don't understand the hate for Watchmen.
No, me either. I never understood it.
HBO show is outstanding as well. Need to watch it. Good one. Good pick. Wasn't that big on it when I saw it. Granted, because I saw it in it. Oh, that adds to that. That would add to that, having it in the garbage D box. Eric? What's with all this Top Gun hate? Seriously. Oh my God.
Well, Luke, I think I might have to wrap things up soon.
Yeah, because I was about to say we got to wrap this up because we've been going on for a while. But
I got to make some dinner.
Yeah, but everybody, that's gonna about do it for episode 5 of the Moviegoers Live Show. Had a great time tonight. Look forward to episode 6 next Monday with my buddy Jacob Hubbard. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool.
And Tracy, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It was awesome. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Just Nerdy Film Girl, everything. So YouTube, Instagram, and you don't really have to find me on Twitter. Like I have one, but if you do want to find me on Twitter, it's Nerdy Film Girl with underscores though. So, but my main things are Instagram and YouTube.
All right. Yeah. So, and once again, I left the link in the description below that goes to her channel. So go give her some love and go subscribe to her. Subscribe to my channel as well, and hit that bell as well. Hit that thumbs up. As far as content you can expect from me, so I got to finish up my Phantasm series. I'm far behind on it. I am going to try to make it out to see Dungeons and Dragons this weekend. But next week I will be seeing Mario. No question. I will be seeing Mario next week. What else we got? We got Renfield. We got Evil Dead. Lots of stuff we can talk about. And of course, look forward to episode 6 of this new show. And in a few weeks, Tracy also will be back on the channel for our Puss in Boots: The Last Wish watch along. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hope to see you all there. So once again, y'all, thank you so much for watching. We're going to head out for tonight. Have a good night. Peace.
Bye.